is just a quick view of how my normal morning goes. It's too early.
Hey, it's been a while, at least for most people who are probably seeing this. Um, there's a lot, a lot to go over. I guess I'll kind of start from the top. Um, I kind of was planning on this to be just a morning and the day of type of video, but after I got done editing it, I kind of changed my mind a bit and decided to have this dialogue over it because I realize for a lot of people it's probably been a long time since you've seen me. And I may look a little different. I may sound a little different. I don't know. A lot of people have this kind of mental image of me that's been stored in the back of their head, and I have no idea of seeing who thinks what of me. But yeah, a lot has changed. For one, if you can tell by the video, I'm no longer living in Westland. I live in Ann Arbor, and the the ducks and the chickens aren't a full time thing. That's just kind of a very expensive hobby. Uh, they're very. I mean, it's worth it because they're really cute, and I don't know. I really love the ducks just because of the noises they make. But those chickens, oh, they're mischievous. You can see these ones over here are fighting over probably nothing. Uh, that's just the way they operate. They're very fighty birds. There's always a pecking order, always someone on top and always someone on the bottom. But where was I at? Oh, yeah, it's been a while. So, to catch those up who haven't talked to me or seen from me in a while, um, let's just we'll go over. I might look a little different, act a little different, and definitely dress a little different, but I'm very much the same. Not as quiet, not as reserved, but that kind of happens when you leave high school. Um, I'm speaking of school. I'm very much in my final semester, hopefully, and that's kind of a scary transition because normally it'd be an optimistic thing, and I'm still very optimistic about it. But we're kind of at a crossroads here with Corona, and the job market kind of tanking at the moment. But there's opportunities if you're willing to find it and put in the work. So hopefully, I'll have what it takes to put in the work and find something. So what's going on with this chicken over here, real quick, is she's broody, which means she doesn't want anyone to have her eggs. She's trying to have chicks, which now is possibly the worst time since winter's coming, and chicks need a lot of heat. So if she's successful in hatching her eggs, we're probably going to take her and them inside for a few months, just until they grow up enough to be warm on their own. But they're they're funny birds, those chickens. They don't really have a good sense of time. That's Neptune. He's a funny little rooster, but he rules the flock, even though he's really jumpy. So, why am I making this video? Um, Kind of because I want to make more of them in the future. I'm not sure if it'll be this format, if it'll be me more talking as I'm doing things. Um, I probably would have if I didn't finish editing this video and think it needed something more like an explanation. Um, but the issue is, I can't really commit at the moment to making that many just because it's my last semester and I'd hate to get left behind because I miss a few classes or something. So I'm really kind of prioritizing school at the moment. However, there's only 2 months of that left, and I figured I'd just kind of get a jump start on documenting how things are now. Um, After I graduate, it's the big question. What am I doing? Well, for certain, I'd like to go into electrical engineering field, but the question is where, because there's a lot of places that are hiring, but a lot of them are out of state. And coincidentally, they're kind of in the areas that I want to be. I know There's a big job market right now in Portland, in the Oregon area, greater, and in Alaska. And I don't know. Alaska kind of resonates with me a little bit. It's very secluded, far away, and I feel like I'm Alaskan built. I grow a lot of my own food. I know how to raise animals. I'd like to get into hunting. And I'm just a very outdoors person. So I definitely wouldn't be bored out there. The big issue with that is definitely friends and family. And the bigger issue with family is that I do a lot for them at the moment, and they're very dependent on me kind of pulling a lot of weight when it comes to renovating and fixing things. Um, like right now, all the structures you're seeing, the little coops for the chickens and the ducks and the fenced in areas, I've built those or, in some sense helped with building some of them. And moving to Ann Arbor, we kind of got a fix me up type of place. And I've been installing gas lines and repairing plumbing and putting in locks and painting walls and fixing windows. It's been a long series of events, and we're not even through the half of it. But we have gotten a lot done. The only issue is there's a lot more to do, and if I move out of state, I won't exactly be able to help with that as much as I'd like. When it comes to friends, that's not really as much of a setback. Um, I love all my friends, but at the moment, a lot of them are moving on with their lives too. And to be honest, I'm probably seeing them as much in person right now as I would if I were to move somewhere like Alaska. And, it's not really by anyone's fault. I mean, our last semester is entirely online. A lot of them are graduated or graduating, and we're all kind of focused on our own thing right now. It's it's a sad thing to kind of think of that everything's kind of coming to a conclusion, but at the same time it's exciting. Every kind of step of the way after high school, I had very little kind of nostalgia for high school, where a lot of people kind of miss the routine and miss their friends. I kind of wanted to move forward and get to better things, and I did. I met a lot of great people in college, and a lot of people I'll probably be friends with for life. And it's just one of those things where, you know, there's not really any control in it. Time moves on, and it's kind of the same thing with college. I'm very excited. I was grateful for the experience. Um, I was grateful for being in there in person. I know a lot of freshmen are incoming right now, and they don't have the experience they were hoping to have. And I'm very thankful for the people I met, but it's time for a new adventure, and I'm hoping somewhere out of state is it. So, what's gonna happen? Um, well, in the future, you'll probably see a lot more videos like this, especially if I move out to Alaska or somewhere like Portland. Um, I'll definitely be doing a lot more videos on how things are going. The end game is to kind of own. I mean, Westland is a very cramped space, and moving to Ann Arbor has been phenomenal. We live on 2.5 acres, and it was a big step up in land. And honestly, I don't think it's enough. I mean, I would want to live on 10 to 20 acres and have these big coops and a barn, and I definitely want horses and cows. It's one of those things where you can't relate to unless you've seen them or been around them. It's just, they're phenomenal animals. It's very difficult to end this video. I love when people I knew and don't really know much anymore tell me about themselves and reach out and let me know how they are. So if it's been a while, say hi. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to know how things are going. Otherwise, you can just kind of hang out and see what I'm up to. Hopefully, a lot of cool videos will be coming in the future. But for now, I guess it's kind of I guess I'm signing off for now. I'll see you in the next video, hopefully. Bye.